President Biden is en route back to the U.S. after his high-stakes summit today with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Both leaders agreed the tone of the meeting was positive. However, deep divisions remain.
This is not a kumbaya moment, as they used to say back in the 60s in the United States, like, let's hug and love each other.
Let me tell you, in life, there is no happiness. There is only the specter of happiness.
God damn! What happened in there, people? Did they hold a bilateral meeting or watch Mayor of Easttown? Because Putin got dark, man. Although, to be fair, I mean, Russians are a bleak people in general. In life, there is no happiness. That's basically how Russian soccer moms say, live, laugh, love. But there was some substance that came out of this summit. For instance, Biden says that he told Putin that certain critical infrastructure should be off limits to cyber attacks. And he even gave Putin a list of 16 specific things not to attack. And look, I get the idea of giving your enemies a red line that you warn them to never cross, but you gotta admit, it's gonna be a bad look when they go after the places that didn't make the cut. Now, before everyone gets mad about what happened to St. Louis, I gave Putin a free pass on that, so that's kind of on me. But in my defense, they were number 17. They were number 17, everybody. Moving on. Let's violate Florida law and talk about slavery. As many people now know, slavery in the U.S. officially ended when the South surrendered at the end of the Civil War. But many enslaved people didn't find out for 2 more months. And now the celebration of that day, Juneteenth, is close to officially joining Memorial Day, Thanksgiving, and Casual Friday in the American holiday pantheon.
Well, a major move in the Senate yesterday, unanimously passing a bill to establish Juneteenth as a federal holiday. The bill designates June 19, 2021 as Juneteenth Independence Day. This is in recognition of June 19, 1865, the date in which news of the end of slavery reached slaves in southwestern states.
Wow. That's almost unbelievable. The Senate just voted for Juneteenth to be a national holiday by a huge bipartisan margin. And this, my friends, is why I love America's government. It has all these old Republicans who are like, we've got to stop talking about slavery. Quit talking so much about it all the time. But I'll take some time off for slavery. Hell yeah. But no, seriously? I know some people are surprised that the GOP was on board for this, but of course Republican senators support Juneteenth. They love to celebrate the end of slavery. To them, that's the happy ending in the story of racism. But whatever the motivation, this is a nice moment for America. And yes, I've heard people point out that America seems much more willing to offer symbolic gestures instead of actual solutions like reforming the police or ending discrimination in the workplace. But I don't think symbolism is nothing, you know? Symbols are a big part of America, and they can have real-world effects. You know, the same way that celebrating Martin Luther King Day raises awareness of his legacy and his cause, or how President's Day reminds Americans that they forgot to vote for president back in November. You better believe, because it's a holiday, some frat boys are going to be celebrating Juneteenth in a completely different way. Yo, happy Juneteenth, bro! You ready? Chug, 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 chug. Nobody knows the trouble I see. Nobody knows my chug, 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 chug. So yeah, maybe in some ways, it would have been better if Juneteenth had stayed one of those things that only black people know about. You know? Like Carmichael cross trainers, or DJ Amaretto, or whiskey cups. Don't worry, black people. I was just making a bunch of those things up to throw white people off the trail. You guys go celebrate Juneteenth while they're figuring this all out. Go now. Go now.